Yes, hello everyone. Welcome back to the platform SHB and Acratech tutorials. We are still seeing the solutions to different simultaneous equations, especially those ones that involve squares. Now, our case today, we have the first one being x out of y plus a plus y out of x plus a is equal to a. X plus y is equal to 2a, and we are supposed to solve the two simultaneously. Now, what you have to keep first of all to notice is that our a that we have is a constant. So the unknowns we have in the equations are 2, that is x and y, because we cannot solve 3 unknowns in two equations. That means that the final answer we shall have will also be in terms of a. Now, to start with our first equation, where we have x out of y plus a plus y out of x plus a equaling to 1. If I'm to simplify this, I will multiply through by y plus a into x plus a, because it looks to be the LCM. Why am I doing this? I want to remove the denominator, and after doing that we shall have x into x plus a, because this y plus a will cancel out with this, and then we shall also have plus y into y plus a, because this x plus a will cancel out with this after multiplying through, then equaling to y plus a into x plus a. Now that would simplify. Now after expanding, we shall have x squared plus xa plus y squared plus ya after expanding, equaling to xy plus ya plus xa plus a squared. Remember what we are saying, that our a is constant. So after simplifying and bringing the egg terms together, you see that the xa and ya are exactly the same as those which are this side, so they will cancel out each other. So we shall remain with x squared plus y squared minus xy. Yes, minus xy. When this a is going to remain in this side, so it is equal to a squared, and this will be now our simplified form of equation 1. And equation 2 is x plus y is equal to 2a. That will be our equation 2. If we are to stick to our method of elimination which we saw in question 1, we shall have that if we make x the subject of the formula, here we shall have x equaling to 2a minus y. That will be the x. And if I make this my equation star, then I will have of course to substitute, because now I want to eliminate, I'm eliminating x, so I'm going to substitute its value in this equation 1. So if I substitute star in 1, we shall have, where we have x, we put 2a minus y, so we shall have 2a minus y squared plus y squared, then minus the xy, so it will be minus 2a minus y, then times the y, going to a squared. If we expand, we shall have 4a squared minus 4ay plus y squared plus another y squared minus 2ay plus y squared, then equaling to a squared. And if we simplify further, we shall have 3y squared minus 6ay then plus 3a squared equaling to 0. This is exactly in the general format of quadratic equations. If you are to compare it with a y squared plus by plus c equaling to 0, where we shall have our a equaling to 3, our b is equal to minus 6a, our c is equal to 3a squared. That would mean that if someone is interested in using the quadratic formula, then we shall end up with, remember we are supposed to have for the general quadratic equation, we're supposed to have, for the general quadratic equation we have up there, we're supposed to have y equaling to minus b plus or minus root of b squared minus 4ac out of 2a. That would mean that if we substitute our a, b, and c that we have seen up there, we shall end up with y equaling to 6a. Remember our b was minus, remember what we have, that our a is 3, b is equal to minus 6a, then our c is equal to 3 squared. So we shall end up with our y equaling to 6a plus or minus square root of 36a squared minus 4 times 3a squared. Then out of the 2 times a, so it will be 2 times 3. That will imply that we shall end up with y equaling to 6a plus or minus, this will be 36a squared minus 36a squared, 36a squared. Then out of the 6. And we shall end up with our y equaling to 6a out of 6, which becomes a, because the 6 cancels out. So we shall end up with y equaling to a. And when we substitute from star, substituting in star, substituting the value of y in star, we shall have, remember we had from our star, when we made x the subject, from the other side we had x equaling to 2a minus y. So when we substitute it there, we shall have, it will imply that now x will equal to 2a minus a, which will end up with an a. So that means that the value of x is equal to a, and the value of y is also equal to a. So it is by coincidence that the two, the two are having the same value. Now our a, though it is seeming to be an unknown, it looks to be an unknown, but it is a constant. We assume it is a constant which we know. Let's say it is a 2, a 4, or a minus 5, or so. Don't think a is an unknown. A cannot be an unknown. Why? Because we cannot solve 2. We cannot solve. You cannot use 2 equations to solve for 3 unknowns. So that's why a is a constant. Then our unknowns are x and y as usual, and that will be the best way to handle it using elimination. Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe and tap on the bell icon if you want to keep being notified about which videos are uploaded. Thank you very much.